All-Star game. Tell us about that experience, the Arizona kids versus the California kids, and how that turned out. You guys won, as I understand.
Of course we won.
Oh, there you go. I like that.
It was awesome. Those guys on the Arizona team, they were awesome guys. I mean, it was a privilege to be able to play on the same field as them, and it felt good. It felt good whipping on those California guys.
I like that. They had a little bit of an attitude, don't they, those California guys? They think that
they
they're
do.
all the
They do. Yeah, you should see the film. They were something else.
I love his humbleness, don't you? Best part about your high school experience, not only with your dad, but at Morenci High School?
The best part about my high school experience, I would say the conclusion, well, not the conclusion, but our last game, our semifinal game, when we beat Tempe Prep, going to the state championship, it was an amazing feeling. Unfortunately, we lost the state championship, but the game, going in when we won, celebrating with all my friends, we've been playing together since we were little kids, so it felt good, accomplishing that. It was awesome.
Got to ask you, who gave the approval from the hair, mom or dad?
My wrestling coach gave me the approval.
Frank Ogus Jr., everybody, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Congratulations. We got to get a picture now. Our next honoree, a defensive back wide receiver with a 4.0 GPA from Northwest Christian High School, Trevor Osborne. His head coach, Dave Ennis. Congratulations. Look at these rings. Hey, Coach. Congratulations. All right, Trevor. You're headed to Princeton. And you made that announcement at halftime of that Canyon, Southern California, the Arizona Southern California game, right? The All-Star game?
Yep.
Why Princeton?
Well, going into the college recruiting process, I always kept the Ivies in mind because they have great education in football, and that's what I was focusing on. And, you think, oh, Ivies, they all have great education, what makes them different? And I think that was the relationships I had with the coaches, and when I made my official visit, I just connected well with the players on the team, and they were all just like me, and so that's what I really loved is the environment, and I could definitely see myself playing for those coaches. And I got excited when I was like, wow, I'm going to play with these guys, and they're going to make me a better man, so that's why. You
hurt my hand when you shook my hand with these rings. Do you see these rings on the screen here? Tell me about the rings.
Yeah, well, I couldn't do without this guy right here. He came in as my sophomore year, and everyone thought it was the rebuilding process for us, and no one thought we'd ever even make playoffs or have a winning season. And Coach just always he always told us, keep your heads up, you can do it. Everyone's doubting us, but I believe in you guys, and so we believed in him, and we just fought sophomore year. My junior year, we got there, and we didn't finish, but that ended up being our theme for our senior year was finish, and we got a second ring. It was a great feeling, go out senior year as a champion.
No question. And you've been on some mission trips to Mexico too, correct?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, I did that my junior year, and I did it through church. Some of my friends had gone, and they told me how fun it was. And I had to get on a bus right after a game at about like 5 in the morning and drive over. And that was just a great experience to help a family out. They were, I think, a family of 4, and they had a terrible just shack. And it was, it was like, wow, we're really blessed where we are. And so it was just a great opportunity to go, share God to this family and work hard for 3 days and building a house. And when they saw it, just to look in their eyes, it was just a great feeling.
Trevor Osborne from Northwest Christian High School, headed to Princeton.
Great.
Congratulations, buddy. Yeah, well done. Coach, congratulations. All right, last but not least, Ryan Finley, Paradise Valley High School quarterback, 3.92 GPA. Head coach Donnie Annis, headed to Boise State University. Thanks again for earlier. Congratulations. Yeah, look at there. Boy, you had a great year this last year. You guys just come off the D2 basketball championship. Talk to us about how thrilling that was. Compare the football sport versus the ancillary sport of basketball, if you could, please.
Well, they're a lot different. Every time I go into basketball season after football season, I'm so out of shape from just running up the court and stuff. But the championship was unbelievable. It was far better than any individual award. You know, winning that with my team was amazing.
We got three outstanding quarterbacks in the room: Daryl Garrettson, Tyler Brugman, Ryan Finley. Talk about going to Boise State University, the blue turf, the aura of visiting Boise State. We were talking at the luncheon. You said as soon as you spent, I don't know, what, a couple hours, you knew you wanted to go there. Why is that?
Yeah, everybody jokes around. They call it the Smurf turf and stuff, but you know, it's still a football field, and you know, it's just like the green ones. But I don't know. Boise was the first team to recruit me, and just built a relationship with the coaches, and just loved everything about it there. You know, the city and the pride there. So I'm so excited.
Talk about this guy to your left, Coach Yantis. What he means to you, what he means to the program, and how you want to carry that on. And what's the one thing you want to leave behind for those freshmen, sophomores, and juniors?
I'm so blessed to have Coach Yantis in my life. Really, I'm kind of like a second father figure in my life, and you know, he's one of my mentors, and everything he's taught me, you know, on the field and off the field, you know, about being a better man, and I'm so blessed for everything he's done for me.
What is your heart? What is your passion off the football field, and how do you hope to take that to another level as you get to Boise State later on in your life?
I like math, so I think I'm going to go into an engineering degree at Boise State.
Motorola, Intel, those guys are all looking for great engineers. Last question before we have a special presentation for you. If there was one message you could give for a lot of the individuals out there that helped you along in high school, through the ups, through the downs, to avoid the temptations of the drugs and the alcohol, what was it that helped you steer clear of all that and motivated you?
I think it's just a quote that Coach Yantis actually you know, told us a lot. Character is what you do when no one else is watching. So, you know, people are only going to be around some of the time. Sometimes you can be by yourself and you're going to have opportunities to do stuff, but you just have to stick to your morals and do the right thing.
All right, before we let him go, hold on just a second. Yep. What we always do, we just started this a couple years ago. We want to present a brand new blazer to our 2013 top scholar athlete. That is Ryan Finley, Paradise Valley High School. Take off the nice tuxedo there. Like the blazer presentation. Was that like a 46 long there, Ryan? Is that what that is? There you go. Photo op. Ryan Finley, Paradise Valley High School, our 2013 top scholar athlete from the Valley of the Sun chapter.
I couldn't find one earlier. Ryan, I do have to say, a few years ago when Phil Mickelson won his first Masters, he was seen driving through Krispy Kreme the next morning with his Masters jacket on. So we want a picture of you tomorrow morning at Krispy Kreme driving through. Ladies and gentlemen, may we present to you the 32nd Annual Scholar Athlete Class of 2013, presented by the Fiesta Bowl. Guys, stand up.
Good job, gentlemen.
And guys, before I turn this back over to Dan, I just want you guys to give your parents a round of applause for getting you here.
We've had a great and awesome program, and I know that Coach Fooey's got this thing. He's got this TV show that comes on at his hit. What time's your hit going to be coming on? About 10, 20-ish?
Yeah, give or take a few
minutes.
So
if you see him meander out of the room, how about another round of applause for my co-MC, Craig, the Coach Fooey. Just a few things as we put a wrap here tonight, that the Valley of the Sun chapter is one of the largest and most active chapters in the entire nation. Currently ranks in the top echelon among the 120 chapters. In addition to the Scholar Athletes Banquet, and as noted in your program book, there are several programs, some of which including Signing Day, which we had our show, Rock and Manuch, over at the Doubletree Inn Suites. We had 51 of the young men on our signing day that came on the radio that day. We could not be more proud to be the premier event for signing day at the Doubletree Inn Suites at 44th Street in Van Buren. Big round of applause for Mike Morocco, my partner, for putting that together. An outstanding job. We have the annual Scholarship Golf Open that should be coming up in September. The free high school tops physical exams and the annual state champions luncheon and many, many others. And the TOPS Physicals exams, we have saved over several young men's lives by having that. I want a special shout out to Dr. Steingard for putting that and all the doctors that help us put that on. It's one of our major events. I'll remind you, the silent auction bidder, please check your items in the foyer before you leave. Please go to the checkout desk near the entrance where you came into the ballroom. Now also, for a little minor donation, this is a little bit of a call, that the centerpieces are available at your table for only $40. Look for the payment envelopes on your tables. We would appreciate it if you take those. Just a brief $40, we'll definitely take that. Again, thank you to Mr. John Dawson, Scottsdale Plaza Resort, for sponsoring tonight's occasion and making this event possible. Thank you so much, Mr. Dawson. Hospitality is always the best. Well, it doesn't happen unless you have people that are the heart and soul of your banquet. You got to give all the love to thank Janie Riddle for her hard work and determination and serving as the NFF chapter president. A huge thank you to Janie and her husband, Bill. Stand up, you two. Please, stand up. Where you at? Here, Rock in the background. I'm like, Rock, we're off the air. You know, we promote that you can watch tonight's entire program at AZNFF.org, AZNFF.org. Just go to the website. You can see all these outstanding young men and Fui and myself, and just watch WID and give the honors and the presentation. Monday. We got Monday? Oh, okay. Yeah, Rock's off after this, so I don't think it's going to happen. Starting Monday, all right? Hey, also Bob Boyles for his outstanding PR work. Rita Riddle Bigler for designing and donating the centerpieces. Thank you, Rita. Special thanks to Joey White, Chris Espinoza, Kelly Bolus, Vicki Teradash. Again, Vicki, congratulations on your award tonight. Jennifer Pope, Cheryl Werner for all their work on the silent auction, and to all the volunteers who've helped put together this wonderful evening. One more round of applause for all those that helped to make this happen tonight. The theme for tonight was called Building Leaders. And when I look around this room, I see leaders at every table. Men, women that are here to help these young men to lead down the road. I look at these young men and I think of all of the training that they've had. I think of all of the things that have helped them to enhance their leadership skills as they move on. And for all of you young men that we're honoring tonight for our 32nd annual awards, take this leadership roles. Don't be afraid to lead. Somebody has to do it. It might as well be you. That's the one thing. I see these coaches, I see these parents, these mothers who've had to drag your buns out of bed at 5:30 in the morning to get you up. And then some 4 years later, 10 years later, maybe 15 years later, you're up here tonight because of that constant leadership on the home front, the constant leadership in that locker room, that constant leadership on the sideline. And sometimes you can lead by following. That's right. Not everybody was a superstar in this room. Not everybody was a starter in this room. But you showed up and you did your job each and every day. That's the sign of a leader. That's the sign of individuals that see you at school leading by example, whether you know it or not. Whether you know it or not, they're watching you day in and day out. So the challenge we put out there each and every year is that you take this mantle, that you have received your awards tonight, that you've been honored here tonight, to go ahead and take that to another level. Lead the charge of being that outstanding young man that you're going to be. Eddie Giannina, you saw him. Not real tall, pretty solid, pretty girthy, the top defensive lineman in the state of Arizona. That goes to show you, those folks, absolutely, give it up for Eddie. That's amazing. Curly Culp Award winner. The foundation is so proud of these young men that are in this room tonight. And I cannot say enough about if you want to get involved with the National Football Foundation Valley of the Sun chapter, how you can get involved to help see these men and enhance their lives to move them forward. And you're seeing the leaders today for the leaders of tomorrow. We would love for you to get involved. If you love football, the state of Arizona, whether it's college or it's high school, there's not a better place than the Valley of the Sun chapter National Football Foundation. I highly recommend you go to AZNFF.org to get your feel. Rock does a phenomenal job of putting everything that we've got going on up there, the photos that you're going to see. Monday, you're going to see this program. I highly encourage it. From all of us, for me, it's a privilege and honor to close it out each and every year to say thank you to these young men. Thank you to the coaches. Thank you to the moms and dads for believing in your sons. If you believe it now, when you take a look at them up here, I don't know anything more what makes you believe. We appreciate you coming, and thank you for coming. God bless you all, and be safe travels going home. Thank you so much.